won't you stay? Pretty mama, let me stay forever with you. Be right here beside you, girl, up to the end. I'm gonna kiss your eyes, cast away your trouble to the wind. When I'm looking for my life, let me take you for my wife. Come on, mama, break down, hold my hand, and we'll climb all your mountains. Say, oh, the seven seas, and the rivers of with us at the top of the world, in love and running free. I can see the love light shining like a rainbow in your eyes. Yes, baby, let it shine like a rainbow in your eyes. Let it shine, baby, let it shine, let it shine like a rainbow. When it,
I might have that half of a tofu and those greens that are over there. So your noodles and your fries.
It's just that sometimes I like to ride.
What are you trying to do? You leave that over there?
Yes.
Around there in the back?
That hooked your finger.
I love you, John.
Sit me down.
Stop.
Starry
I was about to ask you at some point. If you're more comfortable having somebody else do it, you kept asking.
It just doesn't look like Monday.
It was one thing after another. But you knew that was coming.
and I had better watch myself, and I had better look out for your super califragilistic mood. Out of colored rainbow that don't seem none of it. You gotta shine in, honey. Keep it a
You gotta get better.
shine.
You look great. You look bounce back nicely.
Shine for
Good job.
me.
I said the same thing, but once I ate last night.
In your
Hello.
yours and I got mine. You see, there's a long mission underway. Come on, hitch your wagon. You can help me find the engines to as one. We'll be up and away. And one good turn deserves one good deed. Do big and seeds of like a seeds of kindness sown in summer. Bloom like spring in mid-December. Do it again. Good turn to your neighbor. Now, don't be satisfied with you got your honey, I got mine. There's a star-flung mission underway. Come on, hit your wagon. You can help me to find the engines two as one. We'll be up and away. And one good turn deserves are glad with what you do. Give you courage to carry. Give you courage to carry. Courage to carry your spirit up on high. Oh, just to carry your spirit up on high. I saw people in trouble, heard the angels cry. Now don't tamper with my children, no, no. Made the devil fly. Spent the night with David. He taught me what to say. I was looking for a smooth stone when I heard him pray. Could you believe in a dream when I tell you that it's true? And could you believe, precious friend of mine? And would you believe when it seems you are glad with what you do? It'll give you courage to carry, the courage to carry, courage to carry your freedom up on high, child. Go ahead and carry your freedom up on high. Oh, I could sing you times and reasons to lay your burdens soft down. Kings and prophets dead for freedom, precious dreams imprisoned underground. But I got the song that I sing, and I'll make the mountains ring. Tell my mama that I am homeward bound. Could you believe in a dream when I tell you that it's true? And could you believe, precious, precious friend of mine? Would you believe when it seems you are glad with what you do? It'll give you courage to carry. Give you courage to carry just to carry your spirit up on high, Lord. Just to carry your spirit up on high. Up on high. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna carry. Oh, I'll make this promise, mama. I'm gonna carry. Ooh, and I promise to look for that little light, little bitty light. Gonna look for that light, gonna look for that little bitty light when my heart is in trouble. Oh, I make this promise to look for that light, little bitty light, when my mind is worried. You see, the same light that brought the children through. Yes, and it's the same light, yeah, 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 that brings the spirit through. I'm gonna believe. Oh, yes, I do believe. Oh, yes, I do believe. I'm going to believe. God keep you strong. Amen. Thank you. This is Tommy Canyon. Tomorrow morning, bursting with the dawn. There is such a lonely searching that's been going on. Sweet tomorrow morning, bursting with the dawn. I delight in singing hunter's arrow knows the fall. anything, babe. It's better than anything you do, you do, you do, you do. It's better than anything, well, better than sailing at midnight, better than diving for pearls, better than skiing in Aspen, better than feeding the squirrels, better than finding a horseshoe, better than losing your head, better than anything thought of, better than anything said, better than singing right out loud or being spotted in a crowd, better than anything except being in love. Talking about being in love. Better than 4 sets of dizzy, better than Count Basie's band, better than Rollins and Coltrane, better than being on the stand, better than Ella Fitzgerald, better than Miles' latest news, better than Bill Evans' ballads, better than Joe Williams' blues, better than hearing Lady Day or checking in at Monterey, better than any thing except being in love. Well, do you know being in love? Better than Lucy and Dizzy, better than Route 66, better than Huntley and Brinkley, better than quiz shows all fixed, better than Kildare and Casey, sing it with Mitch, better than Hitchcock and Karloff, better than clicking the switch, better than movies late at night, or watching Abel Griffith fight, better than anything except being in love. I'm talking about being in love. It's a circus. Elephants dancing, clowns on parade, better than peanuts and popcorn, fresh lemonade, better than rides on the midway, better than seals blowing horns, better than nip shot from cannons, better than fresh ears of corn, better than balancing on wire, or watching tigers leap through fire, better than anything except being in love. Talking about being in love. Better than singing right out loud or being spotted in a crowd, better than anything except being in love. Do you know being in love? Better than hearing Lady Day or checking in at Monterey, better than anything except being in love. Do, 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 do.
hovering by my suitcase, trying to find a warm place to spend the night. Heavy rain falling, seems I hear your voice calling. It's alright. It's a rainy night in Georgia. It's a rainy night in Georgia. Lord, I do believe it's raining all over this world. I feel like it's raining all over this world, yeah. Neon lights are flashed, taxi cabs and buses are passing through the night. Distant moaning of a train seems to play a sad refrain through the night. It's a rainy night in Georgia, such a rainy night in Georgia. Lord, I do believe it's raining all over this world. I feel like it's raining all over this world. Sometimes I wonder it still turns out the same. No matter how you look at it or think of it, this is life. And sometimes you just gotta play the game. I find me a place in a boxcar, so I take my guitar. Pass the time. Late at night it's hard to rest, so I hold your picture to my chest, and I'll be fine. It's a rainy night in Georgia, such a rainy night in Georgia. Lord, I do believe it's raining all over this world. I feel like it's raining all over this world. I feel like it's raining all over this world. Raining, 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 and raining. Raining and raining and raining all over this world. You can live on pie and whiskey, but you surely won't live too long. One is as sweet as your very first kiss, the other gonna go down slow. Neither one will sustain you, the other make your belly lame and go wrong. You can live on pie and whiskey, but you surely won't live too long. Yeah, you can sing yourself a lullaby like a worn-out shoe. She had a voice just like honey, yours just like leather nails and glue. You can sing yourself a lullaby like your mama sang to you. Whoa, yeah. You can cry, cry, cry like no tomorrow, but yesterday didn't come and gone. Hijack the pie and the whiskey, kidnap your mama's soul. Oh, but worn-out shoes, they're made for walking. You better get walking, 'cause you ain't gonna be here long. You can cry, cry, cry like no tomorrow. You can sing yourself a lullaby. You can live on pie and whiskey. You can live on pie and whiskey. You can live on pie and whiskey. But you surely won't live too long. Yeah. Welcome everybody this evening. That song is off of that album. That's one of my favorites off of that album. And there's so many songs that are favorites. What about, you know, my favorite? Whose idea was this? Is this Andy's? Is this an Andy Jordan idea? Or Andy Suntup? One of you Andys. One of these Andys came up with this idea of me playing my favorite songs off of each of these albums. I definitely have songs that are not favorites on some of these albums. Songs that I haven't played out that I wouldn't even know how to play. But my favorites off of these albums. And that other one, that was... what was that off of? I couldn't find the albums in the house. But that was off of... Rainy Night in Georgia is off of my Angels, Castles Covers album. Which looks like that. So... yeah, so I'm gonna, how am I gonna do this tonight? I have oh, look at this. Did I show you guys this last week? Did you see this last time? That's an LP I made in 1985. And I did the artwork layout on the back. But yeah, I did this LP in 1985. And yeah, it's called Here I'm Waiting. And there's songs on here I don't remember. But there is a song on here that was on a cassette that I also made not long after that album. And I'm going to cover two. I'm going to cover two albums with one song. This song made it from this thing to the cassette. And the cassette is what people finally started listening to. I toured with the cassette with Sean Colvin. And people took a little bit of notice, and I went from absolute unknown up the ranks to relatively obscure, where I am now. But this was on both the cassette and on this album. And let's see if I can get through it. Come along with me now. There's a man you must see. He's as old as an oak, gray as can be. He's a drifter in town, And if you listen, you're bound to hear. Where's my lady love? He's a sailor on shore, sailing desperate seas. She's a princess, the more brings him down to his knees. With a wink of her eye and the kiss of the night to come. Where's my lady, lovely lady? He gave all his heart, but heartless was her return. She made a solemn vow to never love another until his lover came along. Now whiskey makes him mumble in this song. Yeah, where's my lady love? On a cold, misty night in a sleepy old town, with the shades are drawn tight and there's no one around. If your doorstep is darkened, it's the drifter whose heart is alone. And he sings, where's my lady? Where's my lady? Where's my lady love? Boy, that's been a long time. Oh my God. So yeah, that's what's off of there. Somebody asked me for something off of, whether this was one of my favorites off of the Edgewise album, my first album for Rounder Records. This one. And I do have a favorite off of that one. Oh my God. You're talking about cassettes, Amber. Yeah, I got, my cassettes have cassettes. This is also off the cassette called Face to Face, and it was off the first Rounder album called Edgewise. When Jimmy falls in love, he don't call no one. When Jimmy falls in love, he don't tell a soul. Weeks of incognito, months if things go well. But when his heart is on the line, he never has the time. Jimmy falls in love, he don't show for dinner. And you could tell him something twice, but he won't hear. He's got the best of intentions, it's not like he's unkind. It simply slipped his mind. Listen, you might find him singing la 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 la. Jimmy falls in love, he'll miss appointments. When Jimmy falls in love, he'll lock the keys out in the car. He sits too long at stop signs, shares off in his space. There's something on his mind, he's losing track of time. When Jimmy falls in love, it's no big secret, no. It's just that he forgot to let you know. He'll play his favorite record over and over again. The grooves are wearing thin, but you can hear him sing along. La 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 la. Any good friend will surely understand. Let infatuation run its course. Oh, but it's a terminal case of spring fever. It can happen any time of year. Sure, it happened to Jimmy. Oh, la 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 la. Oh, when he finally returned your phone call, and every other word is her name. In a world that's so uncertain, though, it sure is good to hear. It's like a breath of fresh air. Music to my ears when he sings la 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 la. Oh yeah. La 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 la. Sing it home. And I used to do this. La 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 la. Oh my God, that goes back. Holy smokes. Oh, holy smokes. Yeah, so that's off of Edgewise and off of the cassette. And then came Fugitives, which was produced by John Switzer, who is also a producer for Jane Seabury and a bunch of other Canadian people. I spent a lot of time in Canada making this album, and I was pretty pleased with that album. But there's a handful of things off of this album that I'm very proud of. There's some stuff I couldn't play if you threatened to throw me down the stairs if I was to play it. But this one I remember. Dear Amelia, is the joke on the rest of us? Were you laughing at the instruments that said that you would know it all? Dear Amelia, did your Electra let you down? And with all that metal hit, tell me, did you miss your ticker tape parade? Your name in the news again? Did you finally find a lover who wouldn't sell your name in the deep blue invitation written on the South Pacific waves? Amelia, Amelia, ooh, when the steady glow of the dashboard lights all went black, and you went spinning down, so certain, so true, into the deep, dark blue. dear Amelia, I'm writing all this down, sealed it in a bottle, and sent it on the restless sea to you, dear Amelia. You know we landed on the moon, and I will get this message through, 'cause if this bottle cracks and breaks like your wings or heart, it will go spinning down so certain, so true, into the deep dark blue. Welcome back, Zoe. Zoe's had a lot of homework and now she's back. Yay, sweetie, good to see you. This is off of Fugitives too. It's not mine. Public domain song. This tune was composed by Spencer the Rover, as valiant a man as ever left home, and he'd been much reduced and caused great confusion. And that was the reason he started to roam. Between Yorkshire and Rotterdam, he'd been on the ramble. Weary of traveling, he sat down to rest by the foot of yon mountain lies a clear flowing fountain, with bread and fresh water himself did refresh. With the night fast approaching, to the woods he resorted, woodbine and ivy his bed for to make. But he dreamt of outside, lamenting and crying. Go home to your family and rambling forsake. 'Twas the 5th of November, a day to remember, when first he came home to his family and friends. They did stand so astounded, surprised and dumbfounded, to see such a stranger again in their sight. His children gathered round him with their pretty prattling stories, their pretty prattling stories to drive care away. Now he's as happy as those with 1,000 riches, content he'll remain and not ramble away. This tune was composed by Spencer the Rover, as valiant a man as ever left home, and he'd been much reduced and caused great confusion. And that was the reason he started to roam. I actually did that song on that album a cappella with I think one note on a keyboard. But yeah, that was me learning English folk singing. I was into this English folk singing bag, and it was a very cool stretch for me. Very cool stretch for me. Yeah. So what came after Fugitives? Shaking Off Gravity. This album got reviewed by Robert Christgau, the Village Voice, and he gave it a bomb. But then again, he hates everything. So the fact that he even picked it up and put it on for a couple minutes sort of gave me a sense of positive something or other. I don't know what you would call it. But there was some... Yeah, this is a... Look at that hair. Look at that. What the dickens? What was I thinking? And I think I have a bunch of songs off of this album that I was really happy with the way they came. But I think if I had to pick one as a favorite, it would be this. It's not your going that's so tragic, it's you leaving me here. You left the cap off the happy and now it's spilling. I got this empty cup and you fill it up with a lot of Mason-Dixon talk. You hold that airline ticket like a gun and it's killing me. Didn't you love the way the snow would cover all the barren trees in winter? Didn't you love strolling by the sea? Didn't you love the smell of spring and honeysuckle, the tulips and the roses? Didn't you love me? Now you're taking it all to Tennessee. You're taking it all to Tennessee. You're taking it all to Tennessee. What about me? I haven't heard you mention my name and tomorrow in the same phrase since the Smoky Mountain conversation started. You got this picture of your place and you flash it in my face. Well, if you want me to fool you, I'll be excited. I love you and your reflection and your shadow. Oh, I loved it all and I still do. You can count on that forever and ever. I like the western sky will always toast the sun when the day is through. It's a totally different view now that you're gone, taking it all to Tennessee. Taking it all to Tennessee. Taking it all to Tennessee. What about me? It's hard to hell in a scene to your minstrel spirit. That's the thing to love about you most that roll these wheels. Unless you're singing coming home, then I don't want to hear another song about me. And the back of the thing, taking it all to Tennessee. Taking it all to Tennessee. Taking it all. Taking it all. Taking it all. Taking it all to us. Oh, look who's here. My brother Gregory and the famous John Davidson. John Davidson, what are you doing here? You guy. John Davidson, go to his website. He's putting on a series in New Hampshire called Club Sandwich, which I'll be playing some point later this summer. And because I am going back out and I'm playing out in the real world at some point and doing this. So, yeah, but taking it all to Tennessee came off of that album, Shaking Off Gravity. And there's a bunch of half-decent tunes on there. What else was on there? Oh, yeah. Let me do a commercial. Let me do a quick commercial here. First of all, while y'all busy clapping and stuff. There's that. If you feel like sending me some money, that's fine. Tonight, where does 10% of that money go? The Boston Public Library Fund. Albert Einstein once said, the only thing that you absolutely have to know is the location of the library. That's such a great quote. John Koptenek, hey man, good to see you. We missed you on Sunday, and you're going to miss me next Sunday because I just realized I have a gig Saturday and Sunday, and I thought I was going to be out in Way Yonder. So Dee Dee and Jim and John, sorry guys, I'm not going to be there. Dag nabbit. This is a gift to the Boston Public Library. I'm going to give them 10% of what I make tonight, and keeping it local. And that's how I do it. That's how I do it. Oh wow, Craig, is that what you want off of when we get to that album? When we get to that album, I will chase that down. Yeah. This is also off of Shaking Off Gravity. Patty Larkin plays accordion on this song. La da da da, la da da, la da, la da da. Charlene, your laugh was undeniable, Charlene. But you were unreliable like the weather in the fall. And when the leaves go golden, I don't think of you at all. This ain't about your laugh or how you throw your head back freely. You gave most of you to me, Charlene. Charlene, there's a southern contradiction at your core. Your daddy raised tobacco, your daddy praised the Lord. Take your breath away from you, exhaling Jesus' name. The nights that he would whisper in your ears and through your shame. Cigarettes and crucifixes all became the same, or so it seemed, Charlene. La da da da, la da da, la da da, la da. Charlene, there's a whiskey lipstick paper cup you never threw away. You were never one to waste what could be used another day. You knew it was no overdose, you took just what you needed. Job well done just once, you said, should never be repeated. Not for free, you said to me, Charlene. Charlene, Charlene, you couldn't find your pulse or self-esteem. They shouted clear, but you left them like the frantic third-place team. They left their rubber gloves like you were coming back clean. That's something you would do so you can tell your friends in heaven how you made it on the scene, Charlene. Charlene, Charlene, your laugh was undeniable, Charlene. But you were unreliable like the weather in the fall. And when the leaves go golden, I don't think of you at all. This ain't about your laugh or how you throw your head back freely when you gave most of you to me, Charlene. La da da da, la da da, la da da, la da da, la da da. Before we go on with we're going on to the next album, which would be the post-Rounder records. After my contract with Rounder was done, I did Somerville Live. But before we go to that, I want to play a new song for you guys. You folks, I should say. I'm trying to speak with some equanimity here. I wrote this yesterday. So... new song alert. You don't mind, do you? What made you think that gas station sushi was the greatest idea? On the way to the airport, now I'm holding your hair, and you ruined your shoes. You're late for the flight that connects to Columbus. I can't wait here with you. The dog is too old. She's blind. She's crazy. Don't take kindly to strangers, but she surely liked you. And them peanut butter crackers you slipped under the table when you first came to visit, and your tail just a wagging. I remember that day. Now you hand back the keys and you're going away. If I was a gay man, my troubles would be over. I'd just date your cousin. He's a nice enough fella. Damn, that afternoon when he introduced us, your eyes just like magnets, your laughter like church bells. We talked until sunup. The next thing I knew, we were hauling that mattress that we bought together from the roof of your car, clear across the avenue. We scuffed up the edges when it dragged on the sidewalk, then up 3 flights of stairs to the end of the hall. And you hand back the keys like it's nothing at all. Now you pat yourself down in a big wide-eyed panic. All your ID and tickets your phone and your passport on top of the dresser. You just now remembered, so I take the next exit. Turn us around and we'll try this tomorrow or the next day I'm free. We'll call up the airline for a refund and see if they'll rebook that ticket. Till then you'll need these, they're in the top of my pocket. I'll hand back the keys like it was nothing at all. Oh yeah, this is called Hand Back the Keys. And I think this is done. Woo! Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Yeah, I'm on that. Yeah, I'm really, really happy with that. I'm going to play it again in a half hour. I'm going to play it again. It's my hour and a half. Well, it's your hour and a half. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm playing that again in a half hour because yeah, I'm loving this song too. I wish Jerry Jeff Walker was still alive. He'd knock this out of the park. He'd smoke this song. He would murder this song. Maybe I'll try to get it to Robert Earl Keen, one of those alt country people. That would be a cool thing. Somebody asked for something off of this. This was the CD I released after leaving Rounder Records. And I said, you know what? I'm going to release my own CD. I don't need no record company. And I released that CD. It cost me $50 to record. Thank you, Thomas Eaton. And a little bit more to master and press. And the money I made from that CD, I had a down payment for, I'm also very frugal. You can tell by the way I dress. And I had a down payment for this house. And that's what this CD did for me. And it has some covers on it and some comedy. And yeah, this was a fun CD to put together. Give it to Hayes Carl. That's a great idea. Hayes does all his own writing now. So. Oh, John Davidson, I'm glad you like it. So somebody asked me for this because that's on there, and it's an old Al Jarreau tune. And it goes like this: could you believe in a dream when I tell you that it's true? And would you believe, precious friends of mine? Would you believe when it seems you are glad with what you do? It'll give you the courage to carry, the courage to carry, the courage to carry your spirits up on high, just to carry your spirits up on high. Now I saw people in trouble, and I heard the angels cry. Now don't tamper with my children, no, make the devil fly. Spent the night with David, he taught me what to say. Oh, I was looking for a smooth stone when I heard him pray. Could you believe in a dream when I tell you that it's true? And would you believe, precious friends of mine? Would you believe when it seems you are glad with what you do? It'll give you the courage to carry, the courage to carry, courage to carry your spirits up on high. just to carry your spirits up on high. Oh, I could sing of all kinds of reasons to lay your burden softly down. What kings and prophets did for freedom, precious dreams in prison underground. But I've got a song that I'll sing, and I'll make the windows ring. Tell my mama that I'm homeward bound. Could you believe in a dream when I tell you that it's true? And would you believe, precious friends of mine, would you believe when it seems you are glad with what you do? It'll give you the courage to carry, the courage to carry. The courage to carry your spirits up on high. Just to carry your spirits up on high. Thanks for putting that one out there, but that's off of here. That's off of here. And yeah, that's so that was sort of a transition album for me, because I went from that album to starting to make my own. I decided to start making my own and producing my own and such. And I did like Stevie Wonder, probably not as good, but I made a big ass album with 14 tunes on it, and I didn't know what to call it, so I called it 1 through 14. We got a phenomenal cover. I don't think Tom Hallman, Max Flyhard, I don't think he's on tonight because he's doing other stuff, but that's my cover that he put together for me. And there's more hair going up, but yeah. So yeah, it's a fun album. This is a cool album. What's on here that oh, there's so many things on here that there's a lot of things on here I don't play. So that's why it's 14 tunes on here, because I think I could probably play 3 or 4 of them. And here's one of them. Oh, Jason, I'm glad you're here. I know you like really kind of country, folk, bluegrassy kind of sound stuff. I got a new song I'm going to play again. Watch the waves going in and out like some eternal chore. I understand the habit as they break upon the shore. Keep this lonely vigil so my heart won't break no more. Waiting for Gilligan. Days turn into weeks and the weeks turn into years, and there's some that say I'm crazy when they see me sitting here. To all who would come to me, I know I'm familiar. Waiting for Gilligan. The shortwave has been broken down for years, but I'm listening with much more than just my ears. Waiting for Gilligan. Waiting. Waiting for Gilligan. Captains, kids are captains now, and most have come and gone. On motorboats and sailing boats and cars of their own. But my fingers crossed with every ship that makes a trip back home. I'm waiting for Gilligan. Practice makes for perfect, but I think I've got it down. After 30 years of waiting for a man who's not around. Faith and hope are made of gold, and I would wear that crown. I'm waiting for Gilligan. that some of you, when I lay down and dream about a love I know that's true, I know folks who lay side by side for years and never knew that they were stranded. Now I want you to tell me, somebody tell me who's on an island now. Know he's out there somewhere, and if he don't come home to me, then I'll go out to meet him when they bury me in sea. And we will be together, and I'll no longer be waiting for Gilligan. You tell Ginger, Mrs. Howe, and Mary Ann, I'll always burn the candle for my man. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Waiting for Gilligan. Woo! Shoot, I'm good. Damn, I'm good. Woo, my goodness. Let me tune up. That's close. Sorry about this. You'll be happy when I'm done. Yeah. So that's off of here, and then there's last night I had a dream. I dreamt about my love. My love was a high rise, and the high rise was on fire. As the flames were licking high, asking, do you jump or burn? As if it was no matter either way, this is forever. And I love you just like thunder. I love you like Christmas morning. And I want you to hold me like I'm going off to war. I need you like fresh water. Need you like Scotch whiskey. Needs a man who is addicted. Whoa, I love you just like thunder. Yeah. And it brought me to an altar where the despots are forgiven. The charlatans come clean, and it shook my very soul. And from the outrage and the mercy came a simple observation that loving you forever is easier than breathing. 'Cause I love you just like thunder, love you like Christmas morning. And I want you to hold me like I'm going off to war. And I need you like fresh water. I need you like Scotch whiskey. Needs a man who is addicted. Whoa, I love you like thunder. And as time goes rushing by, just like water for the ocean, and my Body grooves disease, my mind is sure to follow. Would you look into these eyes and recall a finer time for both of us? 'Cause I love you just like thunder, love you like Christmas morning. And I want you to hold me like I'm going off the war. I need you like fresh water. Need you like Scotch or whiskey. Need a man who is addicted. Oh, I love you just like thunder. You guys and your requests are cracking me up. Little darling, it's been a long, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like yesterday's here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. And I say, it's alright. Little darling, I see the smiles come back to their faces. Little darling, here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. And I say, it's alright. Oh, it's alright with me. Little darling, I know some other shit has to happen. I don't remember the words. And oh, darling, here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. And I say, it's alright. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Boy, little darling, here comes the sun. Oh, lady. That's all the Richie Havens I can do. That's all I got with Richie Havens for you. Okay, what happened after 1 through 14? The next album after that, where is it? There it is. That one. And you know what I'm going to play off of that. You know what I'm going to play off of that. Unfamiliar moon. Stars without a place. Everything is new. Everything is changed. Like a baby child just has to cry when she sees it for the first time and she don't understand. Now then there's no you. Everything is new like this unfamiliar moon. That can't be our song. Those are the words I know. The melodies all wrong, but the DJ says that's how it goes. Like a child has to learn on his own. You get too close to burn and she'll be gone. Now that there's no you, everything is new like this unfamiliar moon. This can't be my house. How can this be home? I don't know. I don't recognize it anymore. Each step to the front door is higher than I've known. It's like climbing up a mountain, 'cause now I climb alone. Now then there's no you, everything is new like this unfamiliar moon. Now then there's no you, everything is new like this unfamiliar moon. Yes. Yes, I wrote that. Damn it, Gumby. Yeah, that's, Then came, what album was after that? Where is it? Oh, Up on Rockfield. I didn't even download a picture of that. Oh, yes, I did. Didn't I? Yeah. Yes, sirree. Yeah. More Tom Harmon artwork. And it got us this. Goodbye, Pluto. So long to you, tradition, and your solo life's ambition of just whirling around the sun. Goodbye, Pluto. Being number 9 was nice till you lost your planetary status. Now you simply rock and ice. There are 8 that spin before you, and they use up all the rays that the sun gives to her children to turn the night to day. So goodbye, Pluto. I know it doesn't seem quite fair, 3,000 million miles away, and God just leaves you there, and I think I understand when the spin gets out of hand. Sometimes all that's left is how to say goodbye. Goodbye, Pluto. All this bidding you do But both of us know better that you're orbiting it through. Never mind then Pluto. With one roll around the sun, 250 years go by, and when that year is done, by that time, Pluto, they'll be dead and gone to dust, taking their equations with them, their opinions gone to rust. And I think I understand when the spin gets out of hand. Somehow all that's left is how to say goodbye. La da 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 da, la da da da, la da 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 da, oh, da. Goodbye, old me. You were useful while you lasted. Now I'm dropping off that bastard that kept springtime out of reach. Farewell, you old familiar, as you track your way through space. There comes a time when all of us are done and get replaced. So goodbye, Pluto. You'll be salty for a while, but a couple trips around old Sol, and you'll be back in style. And I think I understand when the spin gets out of hand. Sometimes all that's left is how to say goodbye. Sometimes all that's left is how to say goodbye. Yes, that's off of that album. Yeah, then came that. And yeah, Old White Men, you know, and I would play Old White Men because, you know, I play it pretty much every week, but I was having some fun with the microphones before Boy on a Train is on this album. And I was just sort of warming up on the microphones. And I told Tom to open up the microphones because I wanted to just record something and see how it sat. And in a lot of ways, this tune ended up being my favorite on this album. There's also a lot of tunes on this album that I would never play. But this tune, and it's not mine, but it's... Baby hair, the woman's eyes, I can feel you watching in the night. Come along with me, I'm waiting for the sunrise. When I feel cold, you warm me. When I feel I can't go on, you come and hold me. It's you and me forever. Sarah, smile. Oh, won't you smile a while for me, Sarah? If you feel like leaving, you know you can go. Why don't you stay until tomorrow? If you want to be free, you know, all you got to do is say so. When you feel cold, I'll warm you. When you feel you can't go on, I'm coming to hold you. It's you and me forever, Sarah. Smile. Oh, won't you smile a while for me, Sarah? Sarah, smile. Oh, won't you smile a while, Sarah? Yeah, baby. I want you to smile for me, Sarah. Sarah, smile for. So as promised, a half hour has gone by. I'm going to play my new song again. Jason, I think you'll like this one. Because it's out of that old alternative country vibe. What made you think that gas station sushi was the greatest idea? On the way to the airport, now I'm holding your hair. And you ruin your shoes, and you're late for the flight that connects to Columbus. I can't wait here with you. The dog is too old, she's blind and she's crazy. Don't take kindly to strangers, but she surely liked you. And them peanut butter crackers you slipped under the table when you first came to visit, and the tail just wagging. I remember that day. Now you hand back the keys and you're going away. If I was a gay man, my troubles would be over. I'd just date your cousin. He's a nice enough fellow. Damn, that afternoon when he introduced us, your eyes just like magnets, your laughter like church bells. We talked until sunup. Next thing I knew, we were hauling that mattress that we bought together from the roof of your car, clear across the avenue, scuffed up the edges when it dragged on the sidewalk, then up 3 flights of stairs and the end of the hall. Now you hand back the keys like it's nothing at all. Now you pat yourself down in a big wide-eyed panic. All your ID and tickets phone and your passport on top of the dresser. You just now remembered, so I take the next exit. Turn us around and we'll try this tomorrow or the next day I'm free. We'll call up the airline for a refund and see if they'll rebook that ticket. Until then you'll need these in the top of my pocket. I'll hand back the keys. It's a hit. That's a hit. I'm loving this song. I am loving this song. That's so much fun. That's so much fun. This one is not, though. It's not a hit. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. It's not that you're no good, we're just no good for each other. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. You generally decent people, don't you get me wrong. But when we get together, we're together too long to validate your sense of purpose and your self-esteem. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. It's not that you're no good, we're just no good for each other. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. A couple minutes with you and I'm covered in dirt. I'm robbing and I'm stealing and my feelings get hurt. Cars end up in ditches, foreheads end up with stitches. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. You told me date your sister cause she just like you. I guess you wasn't kidding cause she crazy too. Don't mean to cast aspersions on your family tree. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. Bridge! Yeah, bridge, bitches. Bridge, what? What do you mean jump off the bridge? No! Every time you show up, you disrupt my life. I'm waking up hungover with my neighbor's wife. Whenever you're around me, trouble never fails to find me. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. I'm drinking, I'm smoking, windows end up broken. I end up in Hoboken without a subway token. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. You ain't a bad person, you just bad for me. Bitches. Oh my God, I'm going to hell. Let's get back to the let's get back to so Bad Dog Buffet was I just wanted to name the album sort of a non sequitur thing, and Bad Dog Buffet, I re-recorded Unfamiliar Moon on that album. I was very proud of that, and the tune I'm going to do off of this is if I was a better programmer, I wouldn't have 3 tunes in a row in the same key. The famous guitar player Kevin Barry, who was with Mary Chapin Carpenter and Paula Cole, came into the studio to play on this, and he did a lot of soloing and comping on it. And I just got a kick out of it because what a genius he is. He heard the lyrics going by, and he was soloing, and the lyrics were cranking him up, particularly the last verse. I met the Buddha at a birthday party, and he said he could make me smarter. He said he'd have me talking just like Stephen Hawking, writing songs like A.P. Carter. Rule number 1 about traps that I've learned: turn your back on the bait when you bought it. So I thanked him twice and said that's very nice, but I think I'll just stay a slow starter. Oh, bless all the ships at sea. Oh, bless all the good things that make their way back to me. Bless all the stars and how far they fell through the wind and the snow and the rain. son. Oh, what the hell? God bless everyone. I could be my father's most favorite child. I could be angry and rude and wild, but I stand here before you, the one undefiled. 'Cause I refuse to choose between them. I'm getting quite good at riding this fence. It's the one thing I do that makes any damn sense. And I'll take as the old man's recompense. He stayed buried where I don't have to see him. Oh, bless all the ships at sea. Oh, bless all the good things that make their way back to me. Bless all the stars and how far they fell through the wind and the snow and the rain and the sun. Oh, what the hell? God bless everyone. Why not? Why not? There goes your dream of being a spy, with the violins are trilling and you're squinting one eye, and you aim and you shoot and you waste the bad guy. Now you're shaken and stirred from your ledger, 'cause you've traded your gun and your waterproof tux for shopping lists held up by daisies and ducks on a Frigidaire covered with artwork that sucks, made by children you love beyond measure. Oh, bless all the ships at sea. Oh, bless all the good things that make their way back to me. Bless all the birds and the bees and the children with their scuffed up knees and lay in the sun. Oh, what the hell? God bless everyone. Yes, yes. Now let me do a couple more jams for you here. Did I say jams? How old am I? 12? What the hell? This is for Karen. This is what she wanted off of. Coming after that came my album Nearness of You. This is what she wanted to hear off of that. Begins to tell round midnight, I do very well till after sundown. Supper time, I'm feeling sad, but it really gets bad round midnight. That's when memories start round midnight, round midnight. Haven't got the heart to stand those memories when my heart is still with you. And old midnight knows it too. When some quarrel we had needs mending. Does that mean that our love is ending? Darling, I need you. Lately I find you're out of my heart and I'm out of my mind. Let our love take wings some midnight round midnight. Let the angels sing for your returning. Let our love be safe and sound. When old midnight comes around. When some quarrel we had needs mending, does that mean that our love is ending? Darling, I need you. Lately I find you're out of my heart and I'm out of my mind. Let our love take wing some midnight, around midnight. Let the angels sing for your returning. Let our love be safe and sound. When old midnight comes around. This was so much fun tonight. This was on a lack of sleep. She's been ill, prepping for a colonoscopy today, back and forth to the hospital, for other things with that. And I just had a lot on my plate today and pulled this off. This was what I needed. Once again, music, what I needed. This was a blast tonight. I don't have any mail to read. I don't know whether that's the post office or just or just if people taking a break, and that's cool. But I'm here if you feel like. Who's John Tetz? Wow, I hope you dug it. Cool, Gene. Yeah, I'm here to hang out if you just want to chat for a little bit. Oh, Don, I'm glad you were here tonight. I actually played well. I've lowered the action on the guitar. It's a little buzzy. It may have gone too far, but it was really. I felt very facile on the instrument tonight, which is great. Hey, Tommy, I'm not going to see you this weekend. I just realized I have a gig on Saturday. I have two shows Saturday down on the Cape. I was thinking maybe I could make it out the way with Yonda and fly from like 9 till 2 in the afternoon on Saturday, and then scoot. That's. I'm getting a little old to do that kind of scooting around. Oh, I'm glad I flew last weekend and the weekend before. So we're passing in the night, bro. Unless something really gets crazy. Yeah, it's the not mail time. So Hand Back the Keys is going to end up on the album for sure. Bad for Me. This album's turning into sort of a growly roots kind of album. Oh, Susan wants to move to Mondays. Well, we'd be competing, but I don't know, probably not a whole lot of crossover. Yeah, priorities. I don't know. Is Susan gonna do Mondays too? We're both gonna do Mondays. That's kind of nutty. She probably wants some weekends so that she can go out and start working out in the street. So doing the. Yeah, this was a fun night. This was a fun night. Native born and honorary Andes. Yeah, I hear they're a lot of fun. Thank you, Don. I'm glad you dug it. Hey, Joanne, we'll see you Saturday. Yeah, I'll be down there. I'll be down on the Cape. Payomet. Yo, what's up, Payomet? Hey, Payomet. Yeah. I know, Didi. I'm glad I got to see you the other weekend. It was just now I realized I have this show. So I'm glad. I don't have anybody doing so many businesses have fallen apart. My management sort of fell apart. My booking agency they're operating on half a leg, so I don't really have an itinerary. I didn't have a squared up itinerary. I'm glad you folks. I'm glad you folks locked me up already. Well, Susan, I know Joe Pug has his thing on Sundays, but Susan had Sundays already. Oh, she's gonna take some Monday too. All right, that's cool. Maybe she'll go at another time. Maybe she's doing earlier or something. Right, she's a far bigger draw than I am anyway. Kathleen, you do see your bag back here, don't you? It made a couple trips for me. It's my car bag when I go flying. I put lunch in it. I put a change of clothes, and there's some rice cakes in the bottom of it. I hope you don't mind, Kathleen. But yeah, it's back on the door over here. There's your bag, Kathleen. Thank you so much. Yeah, this was a fun night. I'm glad you guys dug it. Craig, you're available for hire for what? Yeah, this was a blast. I think the thing that's most eerie about this new album that I'm talking about, first of all, is fundraising. I'm not going to ask any of you people for money yet because people aren't back working yet full. So I'm going to take some downtime that way and get some more songs together. The second thing is I don't have much in the way of up-tempo tunes. I want sort of up-tempo poppy kind of things that I could use. And I don't really have them. Bad for Me is kind of goofy. And the other tunes are just not sitting up for me quite yet. And yeah, Management Blues and Dude, Don. I know, Kathleen. I just wanted you to know it's just, and the magnetic latches on the front, they're just great. They look. It's flipped around now, but I just love this thing. Oh, Craig, if you lived in New Jersey, we could use you tomorrow. What do you do, Craig, that you're offering those kind of services? Be careful now. You get hired, man. with some immediacy. The kind of management I need the kind of management that can hook me up. Somebody that knows, oh yeah, I know the people that work with Jason Isbell, or I know the people that work with Sarah Bareilles, and they hook me up. You know, they do the thing with it that I need, but they also can pick up the phone and say, hey, I got somebody that could open a couple shows. So I need the kind of management that is, because I can do the day-to-day. I need somebody with, oh, no, Susan, I mean, there's room enough for two, I'm sure. Oh, Unfamiliar Moon? I thought maybe I told that story here before. Unfamiliar Moon is inspired by a friend of mine who was going through a divorce, and she had come to a show. And she says, I'm glad to be at this show today because she came early to like sound check. She says, I'm glad to be here today. This is my day to get out of the house so my ex-husband can move all his stuff out. And when I go back, the house is going to be empty. And I said, oh, wow, that's I'm so sorry to hear that. And then she came to a show some weeks after that. And I said, how was that going back home after he'd moved all his stuff out? Craig, you work with Hayes Carl? No kidding. Yeah, we should definitely talk. Hayes Carl is brilliant, man. Damn, Craig. Vance at VanceGilbert.com. Drop me a note. Shoot. What are you doing, Hayes Carl? LOL yourself. So she came back a couple weeks later, and I said, how did that go? She said, it was weird. Everything was unfamiliar to me. As I walked up to the walkway, the moon was out, and that was strange to me. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, each step to the front door, she says, every step I took, I knew I was coming to a new. I said, damn, baby, I'm so sorry. And yeah, each step to the front, she said, each step to the front door was felt deeper and deeper and higher. And man, I just ran with that and told that story. Craig Dixon, you're cracking me up. What are you doing, Hayes Carl? He got 2 L's at the end of his name. That's wild. Yeah, so that's where that came from. But yeah, so this album is going to be. I don't know when I'll get to the recording. I would imagine it doesn't make any sense to really release anything until 2022. And then there's the whole thing of do I make CDs? I like CDs. Some people want CDs. Some promotional people want CDs. They want something that they can put their hands on. I don't mash many of them, but it's, CDs and recording music for people in my position nowadays is it's a promotional tool. Recorded music is a promotional tool for me to get gigs, and that is why I took a big step into taking even better care of my body and losing this 30 pounds, because I know live shows are what this is about. And I need to be able to have, have wind. I need to be able to do what I do and go out on the road at 60 odd years old. So that's why I'm really working to keep myself in shape. I'm far from in shape, but better than the average 62-year-old. And it's late, people are, it's 62 years old is not, I'm not Ed Sheeran's age, I'm twice his age plus. And yeah, a lot of people love CDs. I love them too, Kim. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. It's a tool. If I could sell in the course of a year nowadays, if I sell 200 or 300 CDs, that's a plus. When I was on the boat with these people, I sold out of CDs, but I think people were just trying to support me. I don't know how many people. Yeah, Craig, it's true. It is an ongoing It is an ongoing thing. Craig, we need to talk. We need to talk, man, because I have had all kinds of cool things happen. And I'm real stable and easy to work with. Ask anybody that knows me. I'm a pretty stable cat. But yeah, I've recorded 15 albums. And, you know, Susan Tedeschi and her husband know Unfamiliar Moon is out there. They've mentioned it to some people. And Jason Isbell knows that Unfamiliar Moon is out there. So I'm just waiting for somebody to call and say, all right, we'll put it on our album. No, but I mean, you know, somebody recording one of your songs of that level, I'm not going to get rich, but love you too, John. Sleep tight, buddy. You badass plumber, you. Yeah, Craig. Vance at VanceGilbert.com. That's right. Yes, Patty, it's true. But and that's the irony, is trying to jam all that stuff into a CD booklet. But I do it. You know, I did a promotional thing some years back around Christmas time. I took a stack of my CDs and I did I tell the story already? I'm old. I'm anecdotal. Sorry. I took a stack of CDs and I bought like 10 or 15 inexpensive USB plug-in CD players. And I say you can have a stack of Vance Gilbert CDs and the CD player for like $100. I sold out of those things in a couple of days. But then I got worried. I said, you know, I wonder if they'll think I'm like an electronics importer. And yeah, it is a calling card. I feel like maybe people start looking at me as if I was some sort of importer. And that would get me into some trouble. And but yeah, I wrote some big checks today. I had to pay some taxes today. So I care about money, but I don't care about money. I don't know who that is. Eve TV, ETV 3TV, ETV 3TV. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Now I'm just picking my teeth because I feel like it. Yeah, so yeah, that's where my career's at. You imported my first CD from Japan. Well, you know, some guy from Japan called up and then sent me $600 to get one of these albums shipped to him to use as a master to make a CD. So there are CDs of this out there. God save the Queen. I said, please, yeah, have at it. I've always been an import. Old and anecdotal. Thanks, Nancy. Yeah, that has a promotional thing to it. Oh my God, that's so funny. But I know, Don. My live shows they're a thing, you know. The last thing to really finally come together for me is a studio. Some people. That's the first CD you got, was that? Drew? I got something in my teeth. I don't know what that is. Yes, that is a Flying Goose sweatshirt. From there, Jan. I love this sweatshirt. I tend not to wear logo things unless it has something to do with things that fly. Anybody that knows me knows that's how I roll. But that's that's where that's from. Yes, ma'am. Twitch. Oh my God, promotional Twitch. TikTok cracks me up. I don't know what to do with that. Get a minute to do anything. I ain't writing no damn minute songs. I got too much story to tell. What made you think that gas station sushi was the greatest idea on the way to the airport? I'm so proud of that. I am so proud of that song. Yeah. Oh, cool, Drew. That's great. I covered something from every album tonight. I feel like I got it done. I know, I'm picking my teeth. How y'all doing? How y'all doing there? Anyway, what is that? I had nori rolls for lunch. So dinner. There's a wayward block of tofu in there and some greens that need a home. So I think it's going to be tofu and greens with some sesame oil. Tofu and greens with sesame oil and some leftover rice. I will have some rice because I ran 5.5 miles yesterday. I was pretty proud of that. All right, fine. I just feel comfortable with you people. Um, I didn't. Nobody's going to record that. I don't know. Hand back the keys. Craig, I think that like "Good Man." Good Man is a smoking hot song, and Unfamiliar Moon would be the ones that people could just wrap around and smoke. This one is so silly, but it's solid. I'm so proud of the line. Your eyes just like magnets, your laughter like church bells. I was like, what's that mean? I'm bragging on myself because somebody has to. Wayward Tofu. That'd be a great name for an album, wouldn't it? When did the first skills workshop in front of an audience happen? Wow, that's a great question. 30 years ago almost. I was hired by the Rocky Mountain Folks Festival to come out and play the festival and teach performance and songwriting. And that was that. I've been a tennis instructor, and I did multicultural arts with kids in the schools. But to actually do a performance thing is that was new as of the year 2000. Oh my God! I actually performed with it's the first time I've done that with my one-eyed bra, as I like to call my masks, and yeah, so that was the first time doing that. Good Man, funked up. You want to hear it as a funk tune? I think you meant picked up or something. And tofu. There are some noodles in there that I'm not sure Deborah's going to eat since she's just coming off of this colonoscopy. There's some rice noodles in there that I might have. But I could deal with the rice. My blood sugar won't spike that much because I'm burning it up. I got a long run ahead of me tomorrow, and that's where I'm at. I got some housework. I want to clean back here. I want to do some cleaning back here. I want to get down to my model shop some. But man, I wrote a song this week. I feel like yeah, good mask. Good Man a la Bruno Mars. Yeah, that's a great idea. Holy smokes. I wonder if he'd wrap himself around that. That would be the shite, wouldn't it? Wish I knew somebody that knew him. He is such a talent. He plays guitar and piano, and he dances well, and he seems like a nice guy. He seems like a really nice guy. Here's another little commercial. Y'all feel like sending me something. Oh, Dee Dee, I'm going to miss you. I can't believe I almost blew off this gig. I'm going to check my calendar to make sure there's nothing else I'm missing for this weekend. What else was I supposed to do? Yeah, it says way yonder, but I have a show. Woo-wee. That's a lot of driving. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to try to pull that off. I wish you the best of weather. And, yeah. Yeah, Truro is going to be fun Wednesday night. It's going to be a blast. I like that drive one down to the Cape. Yeah, Bruno is, gosh, he's just such a talent. Fall on a Grenade for You. What a great concept for a song. Drew, you need a nap. Make some noise up in this hizzle. Bitches, you're so funny. Drew, much love. All right, I'm going to call it too. Thank you people so much. Oh, people are signing on now? Like, oh, I'm coming back. Vance is still on. Yeah. I want to do something. I haven't played it this week yet. None of these country people will ever do this. I hope he's the one this time. He sees you as a mystery. Doesn't mind a little history. And understands that goodness doesn't spring from nowhere. I hope he's the one this time. Pray to God that he's an A1 listener. Fingers crossed that he's a kick-ass kisser. He holds your hand for no good reason. Who'd hold against you all you meant to someone else? What fool will leave you broken like the last one always does? We gotta place this with somebody. Come on. I hope he's the one this time. May your party go on uninterrupted. And if your heart gets reconstructed, you untie the pretty bows of compromise. Cue up the band and dry your eyes. And say that he's the one. Maybe he's the one. I hope he's the one this time. Woo! That song got to end up with somebody. I know Bonnie Raitt's not out that much at this point, you know. Yeah, Nancy, I know you like that line. Untie the pretty bows of compromise. Every once in a while I hit it. Every once in a while the poetry comes and I roll with it and it happens. So, Craig, you're so funny. Craig, I hope you're legit, man. You've been on here all this time. You've been doing this all this time, and you never said nothing to me. You people, I have no words for how as my other cousins would say, Don's sister and brother would say, how lifted up. That's what they would say. That's what Melody and Victor would say, right, Don? Good on them too. Love you people. This has been a blast tonight. And next week, I don't know what the theme will be, but I'll be here and hanging out. It may just take it easy and just sing and run my mouth. Maybe it'll be a run my mouth and sing kind of night. I know, Nancy, I don't have poetry running, oozing through my pores. I got to put my nose to various grindstones to get some of it to work sometimes. I have to think about it. I have to go to the office, kind of. But thank you for thinking that I'm made of something close to it. Love you, people. Oh, Andy Jordan, you're a gem. Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight.